Hi, welcome to my video on factoring the sum and the differences of cubes. Remember, every cube has three linear factors. So let's look for a pattern when we go to factor the sum and difference of cubes. The sum of two cubes, a cubed plus b cubed. And the pattern is a plus b, a squared minus ab plus b squared. Notice ab plus is here, that's a plus. Then there's an a squared, ab, b squared. And the n1 is a plus. Notice the n1 is always a plus. But if this is a plus, this becomes a minus ab. And this is the difference of two cubes, a cubed minus b cubed. So it's a minus b. The minus right here goes here, so it's a minus b. So this trinomial is a squared, ab, b squared. But that's a minus, that's a minus. But the middle term here is a plus. Notice, plus, a plus, and the middle is a minus. This is a minus, that's a minus, but this one's a plus. So it was a minus, then a plus, there's a plus, and then a minus. And what happens is that this pattern that we have here is related. If you looked at my polynomials 2 videos, I did, one of the videos in that is on the powers of a binomial. And the powers of a binomial talks about Pascal triangle. So if you looked up polynomials 2, powers of a binomial, almost the very last one before the review, you'll see a pattern how this is done. Just notice that that's a squared, that's a 2, 1 and 1 is a 2, but all of these have a power of 2. This term has a 2 because it's 1 plus 1. So that's the pattern that you have to memorize. You write it down until you know it. But let's check. Find the product. Let's work out the product of a plus b times a squared minus ab, b squared, to see if this is true. Well, let's multiply a by each of these. So a times a squared is a cubed. A times negative ab is negative a squared b. A times positive b squared is a positive ab squared. Now we take the b and multiply by each of these. B times a squared is a positive a squared b. B times negative ab is negative ab squared. B times b squared is b cubed. And notice now we have negative a squared b, positive a squared b, so they cancel out. This is a positive ab squared. This is a negative ab squared, so they cancel out. So you get a cubed plus b cubed. Again, the sum of two cubes, you go a, b with the plus, a squared, ab, b squared, and if there's a plus here, that's a minus. You need these to be opposite of each other in order to cancel out. And the steps that we're going to practice, that I always practice, I'm going to express each term with a power of 3. That's why the previous video was on powers of 3. You label each as a and b. Substitute the expressions for a and b into the pattern, and then we simplify. Let's follow these steps. Here we go. What we have is, we have an x being cubed plus a 3 being cubed. So I rewrote the two of these to the third power. So that means that that's my a and that's my b. So a is x and b is 3. So the pattern of this is a cubed plus b cubed. So cubed. So the pattern is a plus b, a squared, ab, b squared. That's a plus, so that's a minus, and the n1 is always a plus. So if a is x, so what I'm going to do now is sub in x in the place of a. So I have x is going in the place of a. And 3 is going in the place of b. So notice 3 is in the place of a. So x is in the place of a. 3 is in the place of b. So I got an a squared. So that's the same as an x being squared. Minus a is x, b is 3. Plus I have 3 being squared. And when I simplify that, here we go. X being squared is x squared. And negative 3 times x is negative 3x. And 3 being squared is a 9. So that's how you factor the sum of two cubes, by learning this pattern and subbing in. Let's try another one. You have to practice. You have to learn the pattern. AB, a squared, AB, b squared, plus sign with a minus in the middle with a plus. Here we go. Let's try another one. We have to rewrite them as it says. We have to rewrite them. We express each term with a power of 3. Okay, each term with a power of 3. Here we go. So we have to write each one of these with a power. Notice this is the difference of cubes. There's nothing common. So I see 8 is a 2 cubed and an x. So 2x cubed is 8x cubed. And I have a y squared. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And 3 divided by 3 is 1. So that's the a and that's the b. So what I'm going to do now is write down the pattern. Here, I'm going to write it down over right here. So the pattern is a cubed minus, notice minus b cubed. This is a minus subtraction now. So the pattern is a, b, a squared, ab, b squared. Notice a squared, 2. Notice this a is gone, that's 1 less. The b went up by 1. So notice a is going down, b is going up. So that's a, whatever that sign is there, that's what that is. And this sign is the opposite of this one, and there's always a plus on the end. So there's the pattern. So I'm going to use this pattern now. Watch. Here we go. A is 2x. So I got it over there already, but I'll put it here again. So here we go. Fill it in. Take your time. So A is 2x. So it's 2x. And B is y squared. Done. A is 2x. So we got 2x being squared. Plus A is 2x. B is y squared. Plus b is y squared. So it's b squared, so it's y squared squared. So we simplify that. We get 2x minus y squared. And 2x squared is 2x times 2x is 4x squared. And we have 2x times y squared is a positive 2xy squared. And y squared squared is y to the 4. Y squared times y squared is y to the 4. So that's the factorization of this difference of cubes. Notice cubes here. I recognize I got a 6 and a 3. I see cubes. And this is the pattern that you got to learn. And practice means that you have to learn your patterns. So your pattern is a cubed plus b cubed. Pattern is, here we go, try it again, a squared, a b squared. That's a plus, that's a minus, and that's a plus. If you got a squared minus a cubed minus b cubed, it's still the same, a squared, a b squared, and that's a minus, so the minus goes there. This is opposite, so there's a plus, and there's always a plus on the end. Learn the pattern and you should be okay. And practice makes perfect. Again, if your teacher's doing this, great. If not, ask them about it and find out where it is in your, because different countries, different states, do this in different parts of the courses in grade 10 or 11 or 12. So here we go, x cubed, so that's the same as, that's x in bracket cubed, and 64 is 4 cubed. So that's the A and that's the B. So if you write down your pattern, it's A cubed plus B cubed, and that's an A plus B, that's an A squared, AB, B squared. There's a plus, there's a minus, and there's a plus. So fill in the pattern, here we go. A is x, A is x, B is 4. A is x, so that's x squared. A is x, B is 4. B is 4. So I can put a bracket here. A is x, I'll put a bracket. B is 4, B is 4. So that's x plus 4, and x squared. Negative x times 4 is negative 4x, and 4 squared is 16. So there's your the sum of two cubes factored. If you multiply that out, you will come back to this. And remember, pause your video, work it out to see if you're going to get the same answer. And hopefully, sometimes I make mistakes, so be careful. Check my work. So I have to go something cubed minus something cubed. 25 is 5 cubed, and that's an x. 3 into 3 goes once. 27 is a 3 cubed, and you got a y being cubed. So that's 3x all cubed and 3y. So that means that's my A and that's my B. So my pattern is A cubed minus B cubed, because it's a minus. And my pattern is A, B, A squared, AB, B squared. And that's a minus, so that's a minus, that's a plus, and that's a minus. And we fill in. A is 5x. B is 3y. A is 5x. A is 5x. B is 3y. B is 3y. So notice when I put it in, I put brackets around it. So that gives me 5x minus 3y. 5x squared, 5x times 5x is 25x squared. And I have a plus. 3 times 5 is 15, x times y. And I have 3y all squared. 3y times 3y is 9y squared. So that's the difference of these two cubes factored. And number 3, the more practice you do, the more you do, the better you get. Practice makes perfect, but you have to sit down and memorize the pattern and practice. Here we go. This is cubes. Notice the sum of two cubes. So we get a cube plus something cubed. 1,000 is a 10, and 6 divided by 3 is 2, and 15 divided by 3 is a 5. So that's why we did the practice. So that's the A, and that's the B. A is 10x squared, B is 5y. So let's write that pattern down here now. So that's A cubed plus B cubed. So here we go. That's an A and a B. A squared, AB, B squared. And that's a plus, so that's a plus, that's a minus, and that's a plus. So take your time and let's fill it in. What is A? A is 10x squared. What is B? Y to the 5. A is 10x squared, so A is 10x squared in bracket squared. A is 10x squared in bracket times y to the 5. So B is y to the 5. So this is y to the 5 squared. So notice A is 10x squared, B is y to the 5. I just filled in. So the first one is no hassle. Now you just got to be careful. 10x squared squared. 10 squared is 100. X squared squared is 2 times 2 is 4. And I get a negative. 10 times 1 is 10. X squared y 5. And y to the 5th power squared is y 10. Because when you square, you multiply 5. Remember, that's just, think about it. Y to the 5 times y to the 5. So you're multiplying power of a power, y to the 10. Okay, let's see what we got on the next page. More practice. Always practice, practice, practice makes perfect. The more you can do, the better you get. N is in descending order, but I see a GCF. I see a 2, that's common, and I see an x squared. So 2x to the 5 divided by 2x squared is x cubed. 16 divided by 2, negative 16 divided by 2 is negative 8. And x squared divided by x squared is a 1. Notice, now I have to go over here. This is cubes. So I'm going to do this separate over here. And then I'm going to put, when I get it done, I'll put the final answer in here. I'm going to do the workings of this out over here. So 8 is x is cubed and a 2 cubed. So that's a cubed minus b cubed. And the pattern is, if I write it out, I got an a and a b. I got an a squared, ab. I got a b squared. And that's a minus, and that's a plus, and that's a plus. So that means that a is x and b is 2. So a is x and b is 2. A is x, A is x, B is 2. B is 2. Keep. And if you want to just take that, what I have here and put it right here. So I have an x minus 2. X squared. I have x times 2, 2x, and 2 squared is a 4. So what I did, I took this and I worked it out over here, and then I put the nice, now notice how neat this is. I did all my workings over here, which is a good way to do it. Because if you put all these workings down through here, it gets confusing. So notice 2x squared times these two gives me this. And then if I multiply all of this out, I will come back to this. So there's the cube, the difference of cubes factored by this right here. Number 5, I see an x, an x, an x. So there's no number, there's no variable common. So I got 4 terms. So let's go with 2 and 2. So that's x to the 6 is common. So that's x plus 2. And I got a positive 27. So 27 into 27x gives me x. And 27 into 56 go, this, I made a little error because 27 times 2 is 54. So let's make that a 4 so I can get a 2. If I don't, if I let it stay as a 56, what'll happen, it won't factor. So it can't be done. So that's a 54. So 27 into 54 is 2. So my error here, apologize. And that's an x plus 2 binomial GCF, and what I have is x to the 6 plus 27. Notice this is the sum of two cubes. So this is x to the 6 plus 27. So that's x squared cubed plus 3 cubed. So that's the A and that's the B. So if that's the A and the B, so this is A cubed plus B cubed. And so the pattern is let's go AB, A squared, AB, B squared. So that's a plus, that's a minus, and that's a plus. And what do we know? Well, here we go. A is x squared. So A is x squared, B is 3. A is x squared. A is x squared. B is 3. So notice as I put them in, I put brackets around them. As I put them in, I put brackets around them. Makes it better. Except for the first one, no confusion. So this is x squared plus 3. This is x to the 4, negative 3x squared, and 3 squared is 9. So you can go back to here, and what I have here, I'll write down as x squared plus 3, and this is x to the 4th minus 3x squared plus 9. Fully factored. But notice this one had the grouping, and when I did the grouping, I came up with the sum of two cubes. Again, a little bit different. Keep using your head. And number 6, any GCFs? I see a 3 that's common. X to the 5 and x squared. I see x squared. I got y5 and y8. So y5 is common. Remember, the smallest exponent is always what's common. And we divide, we'll get 3 divided by 3, x5, that's an x cubed. Y5's, nope. And 24 divided by 3 is 8, and that's a y cubed. So notice, 24 divided by 3 is 8, x squared divided by x squared cancels out, 1. And y8 divided by y5 is a y3. And what happens? We have x cubed plus 8y cubed. And that is x is being cubed and 2y is being cubed. So that's the A and that's the B. So the pattern, this is A cubed plus B cubed, the sum of two cubes. And the pattern for the sum of two cubes is A plus B, A squared minus AB plus B squared. And A is x, B is 2y. A is x, A is x, B is 2y. So everywhere I see an A, I put an X. Everywhere I see a B, I put 2Y. And that I'll save time, and I'll write 3x squared y5, and we'll write that down right here. So that's x plus 2y, it goes right there. And x squared is there. Negative x times 2y is a negative 2xy. And 2y all squared, 2 times 2 is 4. And y times y is y squared. So there's the full factorization. Notice here you took out the GCFs, you did grouping, a little extra review. Not only are you doing cubes, but you're doing grouping and taking the GCF. Always take the GCF out if there is one. So that brings us to the end of this video, the sum and the difference of cubes. Ask your teacher, did you study it? If you did, then follow my videos and find more in your textbook or from your teacher or online. If you like my video, click the like button. Click the subscribe button if you want to be a subscriber to my channel. And the notification bell, click that so you'll get notifications of new videos coming. Write a comment on my video if you wish. And visit my math website, www.mathfullyexplained.com. And there you'll see sections on me, is my degrees in teaching experience. The section on videos talks about the strategies you're going to use to help you learn your math. And the content section has the topics and the number of videos that are going to be on my YouTube channel. And the black font is what's online right now. And the red font is what will be there in the near future. Thank you very much for viewing my video. Bye-bye.